everyone, Nux free here, and I am here today to do my first TGL rant since my rant on the Sonic fanbase, and that's pretty strange because I haven't done a TGL rant since the Sonic fanbase rant. It was basically the reason why that was the rant that mainly had to get out of my system is because the Sonic fanbase was just something I had to get out of my system, something I had to rant about, something that basically, if I did not rant about, I would just explode from the sheer anger and stupidity I witnessed within my mind. I would have just went kaboom and stuff like that. But that aside, I think it's time for a new rant here. So this new rant is inspired by a certain fanboy I encountered on the internet not too recently. If by recently I mean literally just a couple of seconds ago. So let me get something straight here. You have the main video gaming consoles of this generation. As of now, the only current gen console we have out now is the Wii U. Although many people don't acknowledge it like that, it is a next gen console basically. I don't care whether you like Nintendo, whether you hate Nintendo, it's still a next gen console basically. Then you got the PS4, which was announced not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago in April. Sony unveiled the PS4, which was basically going to have all these new features. Not too much shown. We've seen the controller, we've seen what it's going to be capable of, and I'm looking forward to what PS4 has to offer. Meanwhile, with Microsoft, we still have no idea what their new next-gen console is or whatever. And then finally, we have the PC gamers, which they have specific console, they just have the PC. They download their games, they can buy their games. Heck, I've heard of torrenting games. I still don't know what that is. I'm such a noob when it comes to stuff like that. But that's not my point. My point is, today is a rant on console fanboys, and as you can tell by the little message below, console fanboys, I think you know good and well what exactly my opinion on console fanboys are. They are indeed stupid. No, they're more than stupid. They are annoying and nothing pain in the rear ends that just can't understand. They don't want peace. They're like basically leaders of other countries who always want to start the war and always want to make something a big deal. They want to promote their thing. They don't love their console. They just want to hate on any console they think is not on your side. And a good example is Nintendo. They get bashed all the time. Now, are there console fanboys from Nintendo's side? Well, sure, yeah, there's still some fanboys from Nintendo, but you don't see it as much as I think. I don't rarely ever see Nintendo fanboys attacking Sony and Microsoft. I mean, yeah, I've seen it before, but I rarely see it. What I really see all the dang time is attacks on Nintendo's consoles from both Sony fanboys and Microsoft fanboys, and heck, PC gamers all together attacking all three. This is annoying. I'm really tired of console fanboys. Now, instead of sitting here and raging and, just talking about how horrible they are, let's get into some detail, shall we? So, what do console fanboys do for a living? What do they do exactly? What exactly are their motives? What do they do? Well, let me describe a console fanboy, and I'm going to use the little troll I ran into on one of my people I'm subscribed to. I'm going to use the little troll I ran into not recently as a perfect example. So, I was on a video giving the latest updates on the Wii U, considering how my Wii U is broken, so updates to repair it, and anything I need to know, all that basically, before I get my Wii U repaired. And I'm also a huge Nintendo fanatic. I know a lot of people are not huge fans of Nintendo, but I'll be getting into that whole thing later. The problem I have with Nintendo is that, yeah, they rehash some stuff. Yeah, they've always been more on the kid-friendly side, and yeah, they do have some gimmicks, but that is not different from what Sony and Microsoft are. They are guilty of just as many things as Nintendo is. Trust me, they are. And you can't just go and use that as an excuse. Now, always giving me the whole kiddie and it's all kiddish and stuff is complete bullcrap. I hear that all the time. I know Nintendo has always been known to stick with the whole kid side all the time, but really, do you really have to keep pulling that up for about a good 1,000,000 times? I've heard it. just as a reason to go and bash fan bases, bash videos that involve Nintendo, and this is basically a pain in the form. Let me give an example. So this idiot troll who has an account known as Sony Fan, whatever, he's apparently a fan of Sony, went on a Nintendo video giving about Nintendo news and simply posted a comment, "Wii K-U is garbage." For starters, he couldn't even spell Wii U right. He just called it Wii K, or I think he's supposed to say weak, I think it is. Weak, apparently, is what he's trying to do. But whatever the hell it is, he basically said, Wii is weak, and stuff like that. It's, you guys should convert over to PS4. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Sony fan. For starters, PS4 is not freaking out. How can we convert to Sony when their console isn't even out? Wii U is a next-gen console. It's out. Why do you think I'm getting news and updates on Nintendo? I mean, yeah, I'm getting news and updates on what PS4 will do, but IGN is really giving nothing but rumors about PS4. All it is really rumors. It's nothing really official, so I can't exactly follow up on that. I can't exactly follow rumors all the dang time. So why not follow updates and news to an actual next-gen console that's actually out on shelves right now, instead of just trying to shove your stupid console down my throat? Each console has a benefit to people. For example, Wii and Nintendo obviously has always been on the casual gamer side and the kiddish side. They have very memorable characters and lineups such as Metroid, Mario, Kirby. I'm guilty of playing all of those. They're supposed to be for kids, well yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, they are very fun franchises. They're very creative, and heck, Nintendo, they may rehash a lot of stuff, true, and it may not exactly be the most mature stuff. And just because it's got no gore, it's not awesome. Pfft, bullcrap. Just because something doesn't have blood for like 1 second, or something is not blowing up, or heck, something doesn't say a bad word everywhere and is not past the rating T, doesn't mean it's kiddish, you know. I mean, a good example to pull up, and I don't want to pull this card. Some Nintendo fanboys pull this card up all the time, and I don't want to sound like a Nintendo fanboy, but a good example is Kirby. Kirby may be about a little pink, adorable little puff, but let's be honest here. This is about a pink puff ball of cute and adorableness going around and slicing demons open for a living. That's very kid-friendly. It's kid-friendly in Japan's own twisted minds, but yeah, it's not mature still, of course. I mean, it's a pink blob for crying out loud, but still, that's not a reason to go and call people kids. If they want to really play these franchises, let them. That doesn't make them kids. Maybe they grew up with these. Maybe they just want to relive their childhoods. Or heck, maybe they want to play the new games and actually play something new instead of playing freaking Call of Duty all the time. Fucking Call of Duty is so overrated. I hear it all the time. All I ever hear is Call of Duty. Is that the only video game left on the planet? No. It's freaking annoying. I'm sick of Call of Duty and all the other shooters. Not because they're not good games necessarily, but the fact that they're so dang overrated, we can't get any real video games that actually offer a little challenge and not the same crap rehashed all the time. I'll be honest, again, to make sure I don't sound like a Nintendo fanboy, Nintendo is indeed guilty of the same thing. We have the Mario franchise, for example. I love Mario, and I'll be honest with that, but the problem with Mario is the innovation for some Mario games can be a little unoriginal at some point. The example is the recent Mario installments, such as the new Super Mario games, which are almost so identical, it's not exactly alike, so I'm not exactly on Nintendo's side on the full either, exactly. So you can't, before you post your comments about me being a Nintendo fanboy, go ahead, I dare you. I don't really give a crap. I'll be happy to delete them, thank you very much. But let's get back onto the subject of fanboys here, shall we? So back to my subject, the problem I have with fanboys is they just want to start fights. They obviously go somewhere where they know they're going to get freaking replies telling them they're idiots and just start wars. A good example is this Sony fan guy I ran into on the Nintendo news video. He obviously posted his stupid comment talking about how PS4 was going to be the god among consoles, it's going to be flawless and all that bullcrap. Well, yeah, we know nothing about PS4 other than the controller. Heck, we haven't even seen the console itself yet. What kind of how the hell do you know this thing is going to be the most greatest thing you've ever laid your eyes on if the stinking console hasn't even been seen? We haven't seen the console. What can we judge from exactly? Nothing. It makes no sense at all. You fanboys are going off nothing. Another thing I find annoying is how the fanboys have nothing to back them up. While many people who fight against these fanboys use details, great descriptions, and excellent points, the fanboys' simple logic and simple rule is that, our console's better. That's that. PC gaming, we rule. We have graphics. Graphics is everything, huh? So, you're telling me, hold on, you're telling me that graphics is a reason why your console is better. Just because you have HD, I have 180p frames per second, your console is better. I think that's bullcrap. For me, graphics does not matter, and that's many great YouTubers I'm actually subscribed to have mentioned this multiple times. Graphics is not everything. Graphics isn't everything. What's inside of the game is what makes it important. For example, Sonic 06. And I'm a huge fan of the Sonic franchise, so why not bring it up a Sonic game and make this confusing? Sonic 06 had decent graphics, it had an excellent quality, but that didn't make it good. The gameplay was a bit horrible, the storyline could have been patched up a bit more. Storyline was legit in my opinion, but still, graphics isn't everything. Just because a game is flashy, cool, has HD explosion, and runs on real Unreal Engine 4 or some crap like that, just because it's going to have fancy looks does not mean it's going to be a great game. And this is another thing I'm going to hit on the shooters. Shooters are always known to have these excellent graphics, and that's more of a reason to go play Black Ops 2 or Halo 4. No hate on Halo though. Halo's awesome. But that aside, that doesn't make them legendary. What makes them legendary is what's inside the game. For example, Halo 4. Great storyline in my opinion. It's very well connected to the other franchise, and it's very nice. Call of Duty, which I refuse to ever touch that game because it's been responsible for so many innovative video games that I refuse to give that game a look. Yeah, it probably is fun. Maybe it is fun. But the problem is, it's not what's inside Call of Duty. I have no problem with what's inside Call of Duty. What annoys me about Call of Duty is its looks is what is a reason to like it. It's the fact that it has blood and gore and you're killing everything is a reason that it's so great. No, that's not the reason why it's great. It shouldn't rely on that. It's what's inside of the game. Call of Duty brags about what's on the outside of the game and uses that as a reason to become popular. And then all developers want to hop on this freaking bandwagon, and instead of working on games that are actually different than shooters, and while I'm going to admit shooters can be fun, but playing shooters non-stop for about this entire gaming generation is a pain in the neck. It's annoying. No one wants to play shooters all the time. Don't you get it? We want to play something new. Why not get some RPGs out there? RPGs. We're really lacking RPGs here in America. Bring some more RPGs over here. Why not get some new adventure platformers? We're actually lacking a little adventure platformers. Bring some developers to make adventure platformers. When I become a game designer, I'm going to strive to be what all these fanboys claim developers should be. I'm going to strive to be the exact opposite of that, because that is not what you should strive to be in your company. When you want to strive to be something, you want to strive to impress the audience, create a beautiful masterpiece from both the outside and the inside. What I mean is, yeah, graphics are important, true, but if the graphics lackluster, what if something makes up for that? What if it has a legit story? Yeah, give the game some decent criticism. Yeah, problem with Call of Duty is it's always praised, especially by the likes of the lowlifes known as IGN, who, by the way, you can thank for most of the reason why I'm doing this rant. I'd love to do a rant on them, but I don't really have the time. This is on Console Fanboys. So let's get back to Console Fanboys, shall we? Console Fanboys think you only can choose one system. Bullcrap! I own multiple. While I will admit a majority of the systems I own are Nintendo, I do own a couple of systems. I've played the PS3 before. Do I own a PS3? Not exactly. I have an Xbox 360 though, which is Microsoft. And I'll admit, they've had some bumps along the road, so that's one reason why. But I've always mostly stuck with Nintendo because it just fits me for some reason. It fits just like a little glove. And yet, you're gonna bash me because I'm playing something that fits me and force me to play the same crap over and over again just because for your own benefit. That's bullcrap. You have absolutely no reason. What is your reason for going against me, huh? Wii U is trash? Yeah, that's logic. Bravo. Bravo. That is such a brilliant speech that I have most ever heard from the top of my head. It just baffles me what is in the mind of these fanboys. What the heck are they doing? They're just posting comments constantly, bashing people of their opinions, uploading the stupidest of reviews that I have ever seen, making videos on how each other's companies are trash. Just shut the living crap up. I don't honestly care. For starters, we shouldn't really be taking this seriously. I mean, I shouldn't even be making this rant. It's video games, for crying out loud. It's not like this is war where people are actually, lives are at stake or something like that. Of course, it feels like a war, but it's not. It's gaming. It doesn't really matter. It's entertainment. We shouldn't exactly take it seriously, you know. We shouldn't be going all out to make whichever product is better, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Buy what fits you. And you have absolutely zero right to tell anyone what console to buy, for what reason. You have absolutely no right to insult anyone's system. I'll be honest, I've never been a huge fan of Xbox or a huge fan of PlayStation for a while. I'll admit, I loved PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, but I've never been on PlayStation 3's side. With all the problems I've had with it, it's never been on my side. But do I go to over 1 million Sony videos, post numerous negative comments, dislike, and do all that crap for the heck of it? No. A, it's a waste of time, and B, I respect Sony. They've done great things as well. Why not look at what's great about the company for once? Maybe it would make your hateful lives more meaningful. Man, put a lot of energy into that rant. Sorry if this was a bit, loud and powerful and stuff, like I was giving a speech, but I just had to get this out of my mind, having that argument with that stupid fanboy and whatnot. So thank you guys for watching and hearing my complaints. That's all I gotta say on Console Fanboys. If you have more to add to this, be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you think on this subject. Also, if you enjoyed the rant, enjoyed what I had to say, be sure to leave a like and maybe, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, give me some subs. Thank you for watching. This is Nux Free out. Thanks.